Good morning, Robins and Rabbits. We have a slightly different PSHE lesson today and tomorrow, because firstly we've got myself talking, and it's Miss Garachi here. And also we're going to be looking at our Jigsaw PSHE that we actually look at in school, and I'm sure some of you are shouting at the screen now, "Oh, Jigsaw Joe, Jigsaw Joe!" And we have Jigsaw Joe in our classroom, and when we do PSHE, it's all about Jigsaw Joe, and we do work with him. Or her, it depends what you decided to call yours, to decide at the beginning of the year, whether it was a him or a her. Because Joe, actually, Joe can be two names, and it can be a boy's name and a girl's name, and they're spelt slightly differently. But we're thinking a little bit about similarities and differences this morning, because over the next couple of days, we're going to be looking at celebrating difference, okay? And as we go through, you'll see what I mean. So let me show you the learning objectives. So we're going to be looking at today and tomorrow, boys and girls. And we're going to start to understand that sometimes people make assumptions, and assumptions, we're going to be looking at those a little bit closer this morning, but assumptions are things that people think automatically without even really knowing whether it is right or wrong or whatever about boys and girls, and these are called stereotypes. And understand some ways in which boys and girls are similar and feel good about this, and that's okay. So at the beginning of every Jigsaw lesson, we look at our charter, and that's just little rules that we follow during our Jigsaw time. And now if you're at home, you'll be able to tell your mum and dads all about this, and your adults at home, that this is what we follow. And oh, there's Jigsaw Joe. Jigsaw Joe is the pink one, isn't she or he? Okay, and you have a different one as you go up or down the school. Okay, or is that Jigsaw? Oh no, I think this is Jigsaw Joe over here, isn't it? So we take turns to speak. We use kind and positive words. We listen to each other. We have the right to pass. We only use names. When I say the right to pass, usually we'd be sitting in a circle passing around Jigsaw Joe to talk about things. Obviously today we're not going to be able to do that, but we only use names when giving compliments or when being positive, and we respect each other's privacy. Okay, so just think about that as we're going through today if you're having discussions with people at home. Okay, and we also start with a calm me. So we always make sure we're sitting comfortably in our chair, and we do some soft breathing for a few minutes or a few seconds, and I ring the charm. So I've actually got the charm here today, so you should be able to hear the charm. So make sure you're all sitting comfortably and listen to the charm and listen to my instructions, okay? So sitting comfortably, or both feet on the chair. You might want to even lie down if you're at home. You can breathe in and out. Breathe in and out, and hopefully you can actually still hear the charm going, because it is still just about going. So try and breathe in for 4 seconds, 3, 4, and out for 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, well, I'm going to ring the charm once more, and you're breathing in and out, in and out. And now I just want you to see if you can listen to the charm just going out of focus, and we will begin. Okay, so now you should be all feeling lovely and calm, ready for learning, and we do that in school. It really helps us to calm, doesn't it? So we've got some statements here this morning, and you might just want to discuss this with people near you, or if you want to, you could actually write number 1, agree, disagree, or not sure. And I want you to actually discuss with somebody at home why you think this, okay? So let's have a look at the first one. So number 1, do you agree, disagree that all boys enjoy playing football? Okay, have a little think. I want to pause it if you want more of a discussion. But all boys enjoy playing football. Well, I don't think I agree with this one, because I've spoken to a few children on the playground, And actually, not all of them do like playing football. Okay, so I'm going to disagree with this one. Number 2, all girls like drawing horses. Okay, have a little think or discussion with someone at home. All girls, do they like drawing horses? If you want to pause the video there, you could, to discuss a little bit further. Well, I know when I draw, I like drawing some things, and I don't dislike drawing horses, but I wouldn't say I like it particularly. So I'm going to say I disagree with that one, because I've also spoke to some girls in the classroom, and I'm sure they don't like drawing horses all the time either. Number 3, most girls prefer the colour pink to any other colour. Okay. Have a think. Pause the video there. Have a discussion perhaps with a girl in your house. Is their favourite colour pink? Have a little chat. See what you think. If you want a bit more time, you might pause the video there. But most girls prefer the colour pink to any other colour. I disagree with that, because there's girls in the classroom here that I've spoken to, their favourite colours aren't pink. They've got lots of different colours that they like. So again, I disagree with that one. Number 4, only boys enjoy computer games. Have a think. Do you agree, disagree, or you're not sure there? Agree, disagree, or not sure? Okay, well, again, I disagree with this one, and that is because computer games are for everybody. I know lots and lots of people, both boys and girls, who like playing computer games. Number 5, most girls dislike football. Now, I know that people make assumptions. Remember, they automatically think something, that girls don't like football. But do you know what? When I was in school, there were loads of girls that I used to be friends with who played football and really liked it. So again, I'm going to disagree with that one as well. Boys prefer Lego to making jewellery. Now, I know, well, actually, have a think first. Have a think. Boys prefer Lego to making jewellery. Right. I know in school, lots of children love playing with the Lego, and that's both boys and girls. But for a change, I don't see why boys wouldn't want to make jewellery at home, or girls. They might make it for someone. I know that when I was in school, we made things called Scooby-Doos. I don't know if you have those now. And they were a little bit like jewellery, that you could make them on key rings, and some people made them into bracelets and things. And everybody loved it. They really enjoyed it. Okay. Number 7, boys tend to have short hair. Okay, have a think. Do you agree, disagree, or not sure? I know that lots of boys do tend to have short hair, but I have friends that actually they're girls and they have short hair. So even though boys do tend to have short hair, they're not the only ones who have short hair. Okay, I wonder if you said a similar thing there. Girls tend to have long hair. Pause. Do you agree, disagree, or not sure? I'll give you a bit of thinking time. So I'm not sure on this one. I disagree, I'm not sure, because lots of girls do have long hair, but as I said just now, some girls have short hair, and I know some boys that have long hair as well. So again, I think I disagree with this one. And last one, girls prefer cooking to playing football. Have a little think. Do you agree, disagree, or you're not sure? Okay, so again with this one, as I said before, when I was in school, I knew loads of children who played football, loads of girls and boys that played football. So some might prefer cooking, some girls might prefer cooking to playing football, but some girls might prefer football. So I'm going to disagree with that one as well. Okay. Now, if we're in school, Jigsaw is a lot of discussion, and it's such a shame that we can't all be together to discuss. So you might want to just have a little discussion about those last few statements, about are there similarities between what boys and girls like and dislike. So we just discussed that some boys like football, some boys don't, but also some girls like football, some boys don't. So I wonder if you could think of any more examples to what boys and girls like and perhaps what they dislike. I know some boys that actually really like cooking and some girls that really like cooking. I wonder if you can think of any more similarities that they like and dislike here. And can you think of some similarities between the boys and girls? It might not be what they like and dislike. It could be what they look like. So I know some children in the class. I have boys and girls that both have blonde coloured hair. I have boys and girls in the class that both have brown eyes. So I wonder if you can think of any other similarities here. They might have, I'll give you one more example. I have a girl in the class who has 2 brothers. We have a boy in the class that has 2 brothers. So I wonder if you could just have a discussion with somebody at home about those things. What I'd like you to know is I've attached a video of this story, and it's called Dulcie Dando Football Player. So if you could just pause the video now and have a listen to that, please. So I want you to think about now, after listening to that story, is it unusual or usual for a girl to like football, and is this okay? So I know that when I was in school, I actually played football for a club, and there were loads of us girls that loved it, and we all went every week. We had our football boots on, we were there doing all the training, and we absolutely loved it. And I'm sure some of you are at home thinking, you're a girl, and you're thinking, actually, I like football. And do you know what? That is okay. There's lots of, I know football seems to be more of a boys thing, but it isn't just a boys thing. It is for girls okay. So if you are a girl and you really do like football and you're a bit nervous to say so, or you're a bit nervous to go and play at play times with the boys when they're doing football, you shouldn't, because that is absolutely fine. And boys, if you like something else, perhaps say dancing, and the girls are playing dancing at lunchtime, and you want to join them, well, you can do anything you like to do, because all of these activities, they're not just for boys and they're not just for girls, they are for everybody. Okay, sometimes we assume this is just boys who enjoy football, but it's okay for girls to like it too, and lots do and still do. Okay, I'm just going to skip this bit. Okay, so assumption. I did briefly talk about this earlier. To think something automatically just because they are a boy or a girl. Sometimes these assumptions could be right, but sometimes they are not. Okay, so assumption is something that you think of before you even know. Okay, so it's just, and you might have making a right assumption, but often they are not. Okay, so going back, the activity this morning then, or this afternoon, whenever you are doing this, are the similarity shields, because today we're thinking about things that are similar to somebody, and tomorrow we'll be thinking about differences. So if you can, I would like you, obviously in school we would have had lots of discussion about all of these things, but unfortunately we can't at the moment. So I would like you to have a chat with someone at home who is a different gender, which means if you're a boy, different gender would be a girl, and if you're a girl, different gender would be a boy. So if you're at home and you're with your mum and you're a boy, you might want to have a little chat with your mum. If you're at home and you're a girl, you might want to have a chat with a brother or your dad. I just want to have a chat with someone at home who's a different gender than you and come up with 4 things that you have in common, which means that you have that is the same. So we've sent out on a shield template looking a little bit like this one. So on the shield template, design your own similarity shield with 4 of the things that you have in common and write them in the middle. So you might write in the middle, we are special because we both like drawing, or we both have brown eyes. So you're going to think of, just need to get off this now because I've done a little example. Okay, it's quite small. Let me see if I can zoom in. So what I have done is I've split my shield into 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. In the middle, I have written we are special because, and after you've had that discussion with whoever it is at home, you might have both realised that you both like drawing. So you could write we both like drawing, and you could draw a little picture there. You might, remember, it doesn't just have to be what you like doing, it could be like what you have. So we both have brown eyes, and you might draw yourself with brown eyes, both with brown eyes there, and then 2 more things. Okay, so today we're looking at the similarity. So this is your similarity shield. You might do a little title at the top saying similarity shield, because tomorrow we're going to be thinking about differences. Okay, so I hope you have a good time with that. As I say, I'm sorry that we're not in school to have a good old chat about all of this, but hopefully you can chat with someone at home. And if you can't, have a think about, perhaps think about your best friend or at school, and think about the things you like doing together, and you might come up with 4 of the things that you remember about your friend that you like doing with them. Okay, so have fun, and I'd love to see some of these being sent in. Okay.